Hello, I'm Graham McHenry and I'll be running a course for the Ministry of Yoga this Saturday on the 25th of May, and it's a Kung Fusion course. This particular section of the course is called Greeting the Warrior. So I'll tell you a little bit about Kung Fusion and some of the reasons behind it and what it entails. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. I've brought my Hong Kong Book of Kung Fu with me, with my notes, so please forgive me if I'm looking down at the page. So the first question is, what is Kung Fusion? The idea of Kung Fusion comes from a number of different roots. The first and foremost is that of Kung Fu Tzu, more commonly known as Confucius. Kung Fu translates as great skill learned over time. And this is where the fusion part comes into play. Taking the things you're familiar with, such as yoga or weight training, and directing it into a new practice. So the next question may be, which practices form the basis for Kung Fusion? So the initial practice is founded around Hung Gar Kung Fu and Ling Wud Kung Fu, which are rooted in the Shaolin style of Kung Fu. And this is then linked with Vinyasa Flow Yoga, using some of the warrior poses and different stretches. And then added to this is a movement practice linked to joint mobility and core strengthening practices. Who is it aimed at? This practice is aimed at all levels and can be adapted to suit all levels of competence. The main reason behind Kung Fusion is to create a martial art that is accessible to people who have always wanted to practice Kung Fu, but have found the old school approaches to this type of training off-putting. What will I need? The approach to our training needs to be such that we can train anywhere and at any time. Although we will use tools to aid with our training process, the idea behind the practice is so that we can train without weights, mats or other accessories. This does not mean that these types of equipment can't be used, they are just not a core part of the practice, whereas a positive mental attitude is. What will you gain from it? The first and foremost benefit is confidence due to the martial application employed in the practice. Strength will increase across the whole body and is worked on in a holistic approach. Flexibility will also increase. There is no fast track to any of this. The key is to build a practice which you can maintain. A little bit often leads to great results. Remember, practice makes permanent.